Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Frank, and I am back with another long overdue software review. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time, and I think you're really going to be surprised and enjoy it. We're going to talk about what I think is probably one of the best, if not the best, project management tools out there on the internet. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are going to be talking about one of my favorite project management software tools, and that is Infinity. Okay, so forgive me, I'm going to be looking over here because that's where my other screen is. But I have to say, in terms of price, functionality, ease of use, and customization, this is hands down the best. Now, I've used a lot of different softwares. I've used Basecamp, Asana, Trello, Wrike, Smartsheets, Monday.com. I mean, I've used a lot of different project management softwares, and each one of them had strengths that I really, really liked. I probably say I liked Smartsheets a lot, and I liked Basecamp for the price point and because it was a single price for inviting a lot of people. But when Infinity came across my screen, I was like, wait, let me check this out, especially since I got in early on a one-time lifetime purchase. But when I show you this price point, you're going to be ridiculously surprised at how affordable this is. All right, so we are actually looking at the dashboard or a workspace. Now, I only have one workspace, but for a slightly higher price point or as an add-on, you can add different workspaces. I have one company, I use one workspace. If I wanted to divide up our other entities, such as our video production company, I could probably use another workspace, but I find that I do that with just a regular project board. So first, let's look at my plan, because I want you to see, why isn't this? All right. I want you to see that with my one-time purchase, what I was able to get, and that is a storage capacity of 50 gigabytes, 10 members, and then automations. So you get to run like X amount of automations, which is a new feature that they offered. So you can automate a lot of different tasks inside your board. So you get X amount of automations, then you get X amount of times an automation can run. Well, that will make more sense as, let me go here. Let me change the plan so you can see what the pricing actually is. Now, check this out. This is crazy. I mean, let me move my mic a little bit closer. Can you hear me better now? Okay, good. This is crazy. So for 3 members, $15 a month, or if you pay yearly, $135. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. $135. Now, I have 50 gigabytes. You can see with their pro plan, which is $216 or $24 a month. You get 3 members, 10 gigs, everything in the basic plan, 100 automations per board, 10,000 runs per workspace, and advanced and individual permissions. So let's go to the complete features list. Now, this is going to be just an overview of Infinity and what I think really makes it one of the best out there. So remember, I look at price, customization, and of course, ease of use for internal and external members. Now, as you can see here, look at your storage, look at how many automations. We're going to go over that a little bit later. How many times you get to run automations per month. All right, check out these features: workspaces, boards, folders, tabs, items, unlimited. Views. Now, some people like a Gantt chart view. Others like a Kanban view. Others like a list view, a column view. Let me tell you, you get all those views with Infinity. You pick which type of view that you want. You can have a calendar view. It doesn't matter, and I'm going to show you. Look, lists, calendar, Gantt chart, form view, attributes. Okay, what is an attribute? I got the definition below to help y'all out that just don't know. All right, I Googled it actually. So as you can see, attributes, date, checkbox, number, long links, members, phone, created by, labels. Attributes can be assigned to a project, folder, or a task, or a board. Now, the beautiful thing with these attributes is each one of these attributes can actually be customized within itself. You can have a date attribute. It could be a start date, end date, launch date, all right, due date. So you can have a lot of different date attributes. You can have a lot of different checkbox attributes. I mean, it gets crazy with how much the customization is. Here's how you can filter all of your different views, tasks, boards, whatever. You can filter by groups. You can sort. You can sum them. You can change the colors of your boards. I mean, the customization almost is overwhelming, yet the user interface is highly intuitive. So it's not difficult. Look at this, collaboration and permissions. I invite every single one of my clients into their project management board, and I have yet to have one that says, I cannot understand this. Now, I've used others, and they're like, this is a little bit difficult to get used to, but I've had some non-tech savvy people be invited into Infinity, and they're like, this is the easiest, the best we've ever worked with. Seriously, I'm just saying that seriously. Now, permission. So when you invite people in, you can give them certain permissions for boards, or you can restrict certain permissions for boards, tasks, projects, etc. I love that, especially when you're inviting in external people into the project management software. Look at these integrations: Zapier, Trello, CSV, API, Google Drive, iCalendar. For specific projects, I actually export those into my Google Calendar, and all of my due dates and projects are right there on our main company calendar. Doesn't get any easier than that. Look at these automations, reminders, if this, then that. So if this, then that basically is very similar to having a Zapier, but this is internal. So if this happened, that is going to happen. Duh. Okay, so we'll get into that. Send an email, form submitted. We're going to get into all the automations. You're going to be blown away. And lastly, the web and mobile apps. I always look at the web and mobile apps because a lot of us are on the go and we need a mobile app. And I love the mobile app. I would show it to you, but it doesn't show up so good when I'm in front of my webcam. But trust me, the Infinity app is almost exactly similar to the desktop app, and I love it. Okay, I love it. Now you might be saying, are there things that you don't like about it? I have to say, the level of customization. I love it and I don't love it. I don't love it because I'm always thinking, man, I could really customize this thing more. I could really get into the weeds. And that's just the way my mind thinks. I'm like, oh man, what can I automate? What can I? It's endless customization. However, I love it because I can customize it to how my brain works. As you know, a lot of us process information differently. Okay, so there you go. That's the pricing. That's the features. I think you'll agree that this is crazy. Now, disclaimer, I became an affiliate of Infinity because I believe in it. I don't become an affiliate of software that I think is going to reflect negatively on me. And I've been wanting to do this one for a while, which is why actually this is my second take of doing this video, because the first one, the words and the video were not in sync. And I'm like, oh shit, I got to do this again. Well, it means that much to me. I'm doing it again. So I'm an affiliate. Check out the link and you will not be disappointed. I don't even know what I earned from being an affiliate. I'm just affiliate. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's go into my workspace. So in my workspace right here, you can see that we have all the boards. So that's how you plan. I'm sure if you're familiar with Trello, Monday, Asana, all that stuff, you have boards. This is where I can set permissions for different members. So I can have a restricted member, a full member. I can have all my members. Not everybody here actually is still a member. So I can actually delete a lot of people. You know, some people, all right, better keep my wife there. All right, so here's your boards. Now, this is the beauty of infinity. And I'm really trying to keep this short. I don't want this to be long and drawn out. But as a business owner, you have to get things up and going fast. There is no time for screwing around or trying to figure something out. Guess what? Infinity has done that work for you already. So you can build a board from scratch. You can import from Trello. Ooh, that's nice. Or you can load a template. Let's get right to it. Let's give this a board name. We're going to call it YouTube. What should I call this? Demo. All right, YouTube. I'll pick a color and pick my company color red, and I'm going to continue. And boom, check this out. Voila. All the categories. They broke it up for you. What are you interested in working on? Product development, project management, sales, marketing, real estate, HR, freelance, personal. Oh my gosh, it's like, wow, look at all this stuff. And look at this one, frameworks. You got simple task lists, growth experiments, user stories, business roadmap, company projects. All right, so let's look at a business roadmap. Let's check that out because I don't know how the hell to build a business roadmap. Shouldn't say that because I own a business, but all right, so it shows you what the board looks like, gives you a description of it, it tells you what template it works best with. So you might want to use this for company projects, project tracker, project planning, and it will tell you similar templates. Doesn't get any easier than that. Let's preview the template. Now, what I love is when you preview it and you decide to use it, they put dummy data in there. So you can get a good idea of how to implement this, and then you can delete the dummy data. DD, double D. Okay. All right, so here you go. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Now, you know what? To make it simpler and explain it to you, I'm just going to say, I'm going to use this template. Booyah, there it goes. There is the template. Business roadmap. All right, I got 23 items in there. And you can see that this right here is a list view. So remember I talked about the different types of views. I don't want to make this really in-depth. But as you can see, excuse me, they put dummy data in here. And usually at the bottom, it'll say, hey, do you want to keep this dummy data? Do you want to, remove it, delete now, maybe later, keep it? We're going to keep it for now for demonstration purposes. Now, they put this in a list view, but you can have different types of views and you can have different types of filters. So this is grouped by strategic goal. Or I can say I'm going to group this by assignee. All right. I'm the only dude in here, so it's going to be all me. Let's go back to strategic goal. Now you can see they also created additional views. Here's a view separated by division. You got leadership, you got your marketing division, you got your product division, you have your sales, you have launch dates. So this is the calendar view. Now let's just say I want to have a Gantt view. Check a Gantt view. I'm going to do a start date. I'm going to do an end date. And now you have a Gantt view. All right. So if I go back to here and I apply start dates and end dates, it will show up on the Gantt view. All right. So I'd have to go all the way back to September because this looks like this is way back in the past for the dummy data. Now, let's talk about another level of customization without really getting to a full-blown overview. If I want to open up this and I'm like, okay, so I've got a start date and end date, assignee, sub items in here. And, this is where you can make your comments. All right. These are how many people are actually tracking this, any changes made to this board. So they'll be notified in the upper right-hand corner up here. You can see I have a 99 notifications. And these notifications link directly to the associated board and project. All right. So I'm over here and I'm like, you know what? All right, these are some cool attributes, but I need some other attributes. So I can click here, add an attribute. I can have a name, goals from business roadmap. I'm like, I'm going to create a new one. So I'm going to create a new date attribute, and I'm going to call it launch date. Save it. Boom, there it is, launch date. I move it up here. Now I have a start date and a end date and a launch date. Okay, let's say I want to track something else. So I'm going to make something that's going to be a label. I'm like, what is my label going to be? I might call it dum-dums. I don't know, dum-dums. All right. So I call it dum-dums, and then I'll make, big dum-dum, moderate dum-dum. No, I don't call anybody dum-dums, but I'm just trying to make, I can't think of nothing right now. Smart dum-dum. That makes absolutely no sense. I'm gonna save it. All right. So now I've got my dum-dums here, and I'm like, all right, so this is not really that. This is something really complicated. So I'm gonna give it to my smart dum-dum right here. Okay, so there you go. So you can really make any type of attribute that you want and customize it for your business. You can customize the views, you can customize the attributes, and you can actually add subfolders to the roadmap. So if I want to add a subfolder, I click add new folder, and now I can choose how do I want that folder to be presented. I say, I'm gonna make a form folder. Boom, there it goes. So now it's become a subfolder of my business roadmap. So you can see the possibilities with this software. It is off the chain. All right. So last thing I want to take a look at are the automations, which I think are crazy stupid. Automations. Here you go. When a date arrives, send a notification to someone. Create items in advance for every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. One day before a date arrives, send notification to someone. When label changes, if label is something, send notification. When date arrives, if checkbox is not checked, send notification to somebody. I mean, 3 days before due date, change label attribute to something. Even these can be customized. This is crazy. I mean, there's no reason with this software why you shouldn't get shit done. I'm just going to say it like that. Get shit done. Oh, by the way, if you like what I'm presenting here, be sure to smash that like, follow, and notification button so you can be notified of when I review other little known software out there and help you become better at business, better at you, more efficient, and save money in the process. All right, so smash that like, follow, share, notify button. Appreciate it much. All right, so there you go. Automations. Last thing I want to talk about. Okay, so there you go. That is Infinity in a nutshell. Great price point, great customization, and super, super easy interface and easy to work with. I really hope that you enjoyed this general overview. If you decide to try out Infinity and would like me to present a more in detail walkthrough of how to manage some of your projects with Infinity, be sure to send me a message and I'll be sure to reply to you. And as always, thank you. God bless. Peace. Hit that like, share, follow, and notify bell below. Y'all take care. Bye.